Let's build the circle. Think of it as a clock face. We're going to start at the top at 0. Over here is sharpland. We're going to ascend clockwise by fifths. And we're going to start at the top with no sharps and no flats. 0 is the key of C. Then we're going to move to the first position. What's a fifth above C? Well, if C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, and G is 5. Well, what's a fifth above G? D. And what's a fifth above D? A. And what's a fifth above A? E. And what's a fifth above E? B. And what's a fifth above B? F. Except if you play a B and then an F above it, it doesn't sound very good, does it? It's because it's only 4.5 steps. It's not a perfect fifth. We need to raise it to the F sharp. And then, what's a fifth above F sharp? C sharp. Okay, sharpland is done. Let's go do flatland. Flatland mirrors counterclockwise. It descends in fifths. Let's go back up and start at C. It has 0. Well, all right, then we need to go a fifth below C. What is a fifth below C? If C is 1, we need to go backwards in the alphabet now. 2, 3, 4, 5. F. Okay? And what's a fifth below F? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B. Except if you play an F and a B below it, it doesn't sound right. You need the fifth. So we need to move down another half step, which takes us to B flat. Got it. Okay, next position. What's a fifth below B flat? E flat. Well, what's a fifth below E flat? A flat. And what's a fifth below A flat? D flat. And what's a fifth below D flat? G flat. And what's a fifth below G flat? C flat. Okay. Now there's a really interesting pattern here you could draw out. If you took the C and you drew a line to the C flat, and you took the G and you drew a line to the G flat, and you took the D to the D flat, and the A to the A flat, and the E to the E flat, the B to the B flat, and the F sharp to the F, and then the C sharp back to the C, you end up with this pattern, which I didn't draw very precise lines, but you get the point. But if I colored it in, it would look like this. There's this shape in there. There's also a shape in there that if you take the C down to the G flat, the 6, and the 5 and the 7 where they overlap, you see how it goes to the 7, and then it comes over here and goes to the 7. So we have this overlapping. You get a peace sign. There might be something to that. All right, let's figure out what the sharps and flats are for each of the keys, what the ingredients are for the recipes. Okay, so in order to figure that out, on the sharpland side, we need to know the 7th of the key. Again, we'll start at the top with the key of C. The key of C has no sharps and no flats, so we'll say none. Let's move clockwise to the key of G. It has 1 sharp What is G's 7th? What is the note right before G? F. G has F sharp. We need to put that in our bag because as we move along, each sharp or flat that we figure out, we collect, throw in the bag. They're cumulative. We have to add them to the next key. Okay, now we know that G has F sharp. Let's move on to D. D has 2 sharps. Well, one of them is F sharp because we already figured that out. And the other one is D's sharp, which happens to be its 7th or the letter before D, which is C sharp. Notice how from F sharp to C sharp is a 5th. Don't forget to put C sharp in the bag and move on. The key of A has 3 sharps. We know the first two, F sharp and C sharp. And what's A's sharp? What's its 7th? G sharp. Don't forget to put it in the bag. Let's move on to the key of E. It has 4 sharps. Well, we know the first 3. It's F sharp, and a 5th above that is C sharp, and a 5th above that is G sharp. And what is E's sharp? Well, what's its 7th? D. D sharp. Got it. Throw that in the bag. Move on. Key of B. It has 5 sharps. We know the first 4. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and what is B's sharp? What's the note or the letter right before B? A sharp. Got it. Okay, moving right along to the key of F sharp major. It has 6 sharps. They are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, 5th above that's A sharp, and what's F sharp's sharp? What's its 7th? E sharp. Also happens to be a 5th above A sharp. Okay, there's only one more to go in sharp land, and that would be the key of C sharp major. All 7. Let's go. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, and what is C sharp's sharp? B sharp. Got it. Okay, so that finishes that one. Now we need to move over to flatland. Change colors so that you can see it. Now, in order to figure out the flats of the major keys in flatland, flat keys, you don't use the 7th, you use the 5th below. Or you can use the 4th above. But for the sake of simplicity, let's go counterclockwise and we'll descend by 5ths, because that's what we already did. And because that's what we already did, we kind of already have all of our answers for us. Easy. Okay. So, again, we start with C. C has none. A 5th below C is F. F has 1 flat. What is it? What's a 5th below F? Well, you already figured it out. It's B flat. So, F has 1 flat and it's B flat. Let's make sure to get that in the bag and move on. Position 2 is B flat. B flat has 2 flats. Well, one of them is B flat, and B flat's flat is its 5th below, which is E flat. We've already got it. Cool. Throw that in the bag. E flat has 3 flats. They are B flat, we already know that. E flat, we already know that. And what's the 5th below E flat? A flat. You got it. Done. All right, move on. A flat. The key of A flat has 4 flats. They are B flat, E flat, A flat, and what is A flat's flat? D flat. Got it. Cool. Moving on to the key of D flat, it has 5 flats. We know 4 of them. B flat, E flat, A flat. Notice how they're all in 5ths apart. Huh. And what's D flat's flat? G flat. Got it. Don't forget to add it to the bag. And move on to G flat. G flat has 6 flats. We know 5 of them already. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat. And what is G flat's flat? 5th below G flat is C flat. Add it to the bag. And we're at the last one, the key of C flat. It has all 7 flats. Okay, we know the first 6. That's B flat, then E flat, and the 5th below that is A flat, and the 5th below that is D flat, a 5th below that is G flat, a 5th below that is C flat, and what's a 5th below C flat? Well, there's only one letter left, and it happens to be an F, and you can tell that by looking right here too. Okay, F flat.